Okay. What's happening, everybody? As you can see, we're back out in the shop. It's the first time I've been in my own shop in probably 2 weeks. Been working on the house, but I even got the wire taped in case I get antsy and want to walk around the car with you guys for a minute and show you a couple things. So I taped the wire in. So we got that going. Hon, do you want me to move the chair down to this side so you can see up there? You can, if I move the chair, do you think? Is it? Oh, well, we got it on the TV up there, and she's saying she can't see it. I can see it. Maybe your glasses are wrong. All right, so I don't know what kind of week you guys had, but I spent probably the majority of mine working and sleeping. Let's see who we got in here. GOB, what's going on? Christina made it. What's happening? Gordon Walker's here. Half-Fast Garage, what's going on? Richard Sumner made it. Outstanding. Kevin L's in the house. Cool. All right, my buddy One's here, but he's retracted his statement. I didn't get to see it. Hey, Hubie, what's going on, man? Josh is here. Cool. Mark's Garage from Hedgesville, West Virginia. Cool. Spray Bomb Chronicles made it. Henry's here. Steve made it. Artellis, a.k.a. Swamp Thing. Paul White, what's happening, my friend? Don's Hot Rod Garage, what's going on? I appreciate you guys. Robbie's here. Cool. Just got an email. I just returned your email, Robbie. Glad you like it, man. Howie Mook. Gerald Richards, it's going well, man. What do you say?
That wasn't funny, One.
It's not much longer. A couple more weeks, brother. I got to get through this. All right, Murray Hendrickson, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming in. Who else we got here? I think that pretty much covers everybody. I was looking through stickers. A couple people sent them. I got to put Dennis's up yet, but there's no room on that window, so I'm gonna bring his out later. But I put Don's Hot Rod Garage up there by right beside Howie Mook and right below Rick's Poor Possum Speed Shop right there.
I won't yell at you, One.
Daniel, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming in. Tony G made it. Henry, I already said hello to Henry. Hey, everybody, take a sip. Sip them if you got them. Andy's Doghouse. Andy's here. What's going on? Hey, listen, I'm thrilled that you guys all still coming in here. I appreciate it. Like I said, it's been a long week, and this is my one break. And I've been out here in the shop, and a lot of it has just been straightening up because, I mean, it was like a bomb went off out here. The only shop time I got was, and I think I told you guys last Friday, was I had my son's tractor, and I ripped apart, and I got that put back together and running. I don't know if you can see on the bench the gauge cluster. We're working on that. It's got to be soldered. So like I said, the last time I was out here seriously working on a car, Phil was out here with me. Hey, El. So we're waiting. I'm waiting to see whenever, Phil's a busy guy. When he texts, I'll take a day off to come out and work in the shop because his time's valuable, But we got a lot of the car wired up. It's not completely wired, but we got everything kind of laying where it goes. I just got a fan relay. I got to get that hooked up. I got to do some playing around with the throttle linkage, the bracket that I bought. I've already had one piece modified at the machine shop, but I'm going to have it modified a little bit more. It's nice and neat and tidy. So Shaky, what's going on, dude? I'm still waiting for approval to even go in and look at that tack. I requested a to be a member. I don't know, maybe all the people I'm waiting for to say yes or no.
Oh, that's cool, Robbie. He already got compliments on his shirt.
Oh, cool. Outstanding. All right, if anybody's jealous of our buddy Robbie, you can get those shirts on Old School or the new one with Phil on our Teespring link, and it's in the description of this and all my other videos.
John Paul is now Dragnut's Garage.
All right. Dragnut's Garage, John Paul. All right, man. Remember that name. Do you have any content up yet, John?
No one, I don't drink beer.
She drinks that White Claw stuff. Why don't you have a White Claw? She doesn't want one. I'll take a sip.
No, he's got Dragnut Garage does have content.
Okay, I'm going to check it out after we're done.
Oh, that's a good idea, one.
What's that?
Get a cricket on Fridays.
Hey, that ain't a bad idea. Got to learn how to use it. Hey, Pap made it. What's going on?
Oh, that stinks, Pat.
Dude. So sometimes you got to learn the lesson. I know that's the way it goes with me, Pap. Sometimes you got to learn them lessons the hard way.
Oh, Kevin, that's way too hot. Way too hot, Kevin. How was the movie?
Ooh. Yeah, I haven't. The Top Gun movie. Thanks, Robbie. Yeah, that's the old door and window. Kim did all those paintings. All those birds are hand painted. The reflection's kind of the one that's really cool. Let me see if I can. Makes it worse. Makes it worse. There's just a reflection from the light on that one. Cup it with your hand.
We watched. What did we watch the other night? Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Yeah. We wait till they come out on TV. We got, what is that, a 69, 70-inch TV. We just wait until it comes out on there. So we could sit in our living room. We could hit pause, take break, go to the bathroom, not miss anything. I guess it's not the same as being in a movie theater. But Kim said I'm like one of those people in the movie theater with my potato chip bag and getting up and down. Yeah, I got it.
That's cool, Henry. Thanks. That's Garage. Invite that.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Maverick
Welcome to the team, brother.
Maverick was like 9,000 decibels in the theater. That's way too loud.
Oh, yeah. What was that movie years ago we went to see up there at Painter's Crossing, and I was complaining. I almost wanted to leave. It was too loud. You remember that, right? I don't remember the movie, but it was too loud. Oh, I know what it was. It was that the prison movie with
Okay.
Cage, Nicolas Cage, that prison movie. Nah. What was that prison movie with Nicolas Cage? And then they were on an airplane, or not? Was it an airplane or a bus?
Con Air.
Con Air. That's what it was.
Thank you, Half-Assed and Pat.
Yeah, there you go. Half-Assed and Pat got it. That's the last time I've been to the movies, I think.
Bobby said cool.
That's the last time I've been to the movie. That tell you something.
That's what I was thinking, Robert. I'm thinking The Rock.
No. That's Sean Connery, right?
Yeah, but okay.
That's Sean Connery with The Rock.
Sweet too. Oh, you're just going to a Moon Eyes open house tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about getting.
Torp.
Yo, Torp. I'm still thinking about getting some moon gauges. I don't know yet, man. I'm on the fence. I don't know if I want the Warner, the Stuart Warners, or I want the Mooney gauges yet. I'm still kicking it around. Ain't no hurry on that.
Tony, he's got my chair. He's got my stool.
You want to switch stools?
No.
I'll switch the stool. The only reason I got this one, it goes lower than that one. That's as low as that one goes.
Yeah, I know. I'm like way up here, Tony. I'm here, but I'm way up here.
Yeah. Look, we got our Pepsi sign rolling. I haven't had that thing rolling in a while. We got the BW garage.
Oh, Twitter doesn't have any picture or sound.
We powered up everything. Oh, no. Is anybody else having picture and sound problems?
No, just Torp.
I can't believe you can't see that picture. That's
I
good.
can with my glasses on, but I'm not going to keep turning that way to look at it and then turning back this way.
That's really good.
Yeah, you should put it in the big.
Maybe put the TV down there because I'm not using it out here. It's not very big. It's what, a 40-inch or something?
Pat had a bad gas can.
Oh.
It's got gas all over the side of the truck.
Yeah, that's what he said. I'm gonna have to paint the whole side of the truck, probably.
I always have attitude. You should know that.
I'm sorry. I took a sip of mine without inviting you guys to take a sip of yours. What else we got? I ain't seen Rick yet. Is Rick in here?
I haven't seen it.
That's all right.
That's because I'm sitting way back here, Robbie. I got to keep leaning in if I'm.
Don said the last one he saw at the movie theater was the Pet Detective, Ace Ventura. I'm not even positive if I ever watched that the whole way through. I seen bits and pieces of it. Doesn't it have something to do with the Miami Dolphins or something?
Yeah, Torp's got sound and picture.
All right, cool. Hey, Harry made it. What's going on, man? Thanks for coming in, dude. Yeah.
Hey, Harry.
Oh, where was I? Yeah, that the bracket. I'm gonna after she gets tired of sitting there and starts complaining, I'm gonna turn the TV thing off and I'm gonna walk over. I see how I taped it on there so we don't lose internet connection. I want to show you guys that bracket I bought for the carburetor.
Jen took TPS's phone. Jen took Rick's phone.
Uh-oh. How come? Oh no. Did she needed to use it for a phone or she scolding him? Is she scolding him, Rick? Or Shaky? He's grounded. He ain't got a phone.
I think Shaky punched him because he's always making fun of Shaky.
Maybe.
She grounded him. Those planks are for my crafts. But when I eventually get my bench back.
What, the stuff up there? Some of it is. You know what some of that is? That's the leftover lumber I took apart. Anybody who's been watching since the very beginning or ever went back and looked at some of the beginning ones when I had the car sitting up on rafters, that's the wood. I took it apart and just stuffed it up there.
Hey, there's Josh. Josh, you all moved in?
Yeah, Josh was here from the beginning.
Oh, I missed Josh. I was a little late getting out
Yeah,
here.
I mean, I was going to suggest, like, for Don's got a convertible, so he can't hang his up. I just ran the board straight through the windows and dropped the frame out from under it. But for the convertible, I guess you're going to have to use the use the braces on the firewall and the braces at the trunk to hold the rest of the car up while you're taking the floor in and out.
This whole bench right here is supposed to be my bench. That's what it was supposed to be.
Well, we've been busy lately, so we got a lot going on. But hey, don't listen to those complaints because the second she said she's got stuff to do, I clean it all off and I even set up her saw for her so she's got somewhere to cut and everything. So don't listen to that nonsense. She's not using it right now, so I'm using it. We got limited space we got to share. If you want to, I guess, Tony, but I'm gonna. I wanted to go in and I wanted to look at. I wanted to go in and look at what was John Paul's new channel called, hon? I gotta go back up here and look. John Paul, yeah, Dragnut's Garage. It's Dragnuts, and it's all caps. Dragnut's Garage. I'm gonna go in there and look at that stuff, Tony. But I guess if you need to talk to me for a minute, sure.
Turlo's at a wedding reception.
Yeah. He's in Salt Lake. He texted me right before I went live.
He's on his phone and his wife is not happy. Don't get your wife pissed off.
Don't get her mad at me, dude. I completely understand. Your excuse was 100% acceptable.
Although sometimes at a wedding reception, it's better to be online.
Yeah. It's like it depends on what table they sit you at. It's like if you get seated at a table with a bunch of strangers, it's kind of odd. It just feels weird. Yeah, but like my buddy Joe, he's like he put us at the table with him and his wife whenever his boys Michael got married, so it was real comfortable for us. It's like we're at like the main table and we're like I guess secondary guests. I don't know. He's like one of my best friends. He was the first friend I ever had when we moved up on this side of the when I moved up on this side of the state. But he knew I didn't know a bunch of people. He stuffed me and Kim right at the table with him and his old lady. That's a true buddy, Hey, take a sip.
Hey, Josh, that's cool. I'm glad I'm glad you got it, and I'm glad it's going well. Floyd wants to know what kind of wood you have. What kind of wood did you use to make the...
Oh, hey, Floyd, what's up? Floyd, I had some pressure treat, and I ran down to the Lowe's, I think it was, and I got a couple 2x4s, and I made like I doubled up the 2x4s and made like a stand, and then I ran. I think it was 2x6s. Yeah, it was 2x6s through the passenger windows and the driver windows. After I had the car jacked up as high as I could, and then I had like feet on for the 2x4s. I got a picture somewhere. If you go back and look, anybody that's in the Facebook, if you go way back to the very beginning, there's pictures of it. In fact, I could probably dig through here and find some of it sitting up there. The only problem I had is it would want a tendency to tilt back. So my boss gave me a permit pass for, you ever see those spreaders? They're like bumper jacks, but they're for semi trucks, and they hold like the load in. Well, at my job, there's when they come in, they just put them in a bin and throw them in the trash. And I got a permit pass from my mill manager, and I brought two of them home with little bumper jacks. And I knew I was replacing the quarter panel on the back, so I just welded a little piece of plate on the side of the quarter panel and hooked those bumper jacks up and jacked it up until it was perfect, so the car wouldn't rock back.
He wants to know what it's sitting on now.
Oh, those are race blocks. Kim bought those for me. It's 12 inches off the ground. I can almost sit up underneath the car, it's resting right on the tires. So, and when I bring it down, it's so high. When I bring it down, I have to bring it down a little bit in the back, then a little bit in the front, then a little bit more in the back. You can't just come all the way down. And I have to use blocks on my jacks to get it up this high. But as soon as the brake lines are in and the exhaust is in, then I'll take it down off of this. But for right now, I love having it up this high. It's like it's easy to get in there and work on it. It's just very convenient. Everything's very, very accessible right now.
Mr. B Wheels here.
Yo, Grady, what's going on, man?
Mr. B.
Matter of fact, my big dog's laying under the car right now. I knew they'd be out here, so I threw a nice clean. Yeah, see if the other one wants to come out. I threw the blanket under the car so they'd have somewhere to be. So, that's kind of nice. And but anyway, it's like that. Those race blocks. Kim got them for me for Christmas. They were very expensive. You can get them in 8-inch, 10-inch, or 12-inch. Somebody was asking me about them a couple weeks ago. I sent them the Amazon link, and we got the 12-inch to get it up as high as we could. But just for a pair of them is over $200. It was like $207. So she paid like $414, but it was my birthday present. And I didn't buy any car parts for a couple months after she got me those. But they're the handiest thing I got. Do you know what was a mistake by the skates? The skates to push your car around? I paid $100 and something for them, and two of the wheels are broken on them. And you can't find the exact wheel. I've been Harbor Freight checking like 3 or 4 times. I'm going to keep looking and find a wheel, and then I'm just going to put them on Facebook Marketplace and sell them. All they are is over here in the way. I trip on them and hit my shin against them every time I walk past the dang things. So I don't advise anybody buy those skates. On a car that's weighed down, I'll tell you one thing I'm going to do whenever I'm done too with the car. When I set the pinion angle, I set the glass up on there that I had. I put tool boxes in there, and I want to see how close I am with my angle afterwards. Because they say, well, don't weld that in till after. Don't weld your pinion angle till after the full weight of the car is on there. I mean, you're getting awful. If you go in and really read literature on that stuff, man, you got a lot more than you think you have. And we were right on the money. So, but I am curious about that. Because I was like, I probably added about 450 pounds all around the car. And by the time I put all the glass in there, I'd like to see where it is. But you could also play with the suspension to get that back too. There's things you can do there. But that's one of my curiosity things when I get it down off the race blocks is to get to check the pinion angle and see if it's still perfect. Because when we did it, it was perfect.
There's the old man.
That's probably a good idea, one. I'll tell you what I did do probably about 3 months ago. I jacked it up and I turned my tires a little bit, front and back. I just clock them a little tiny bit. It's also, so it doesn't sit on the same spot of the bearing all the time. So I have been doing that.
I do have my Yeti. I love my Yeti.
But I would like to know how the styrofoam would. Yeah, I'd like to know that too. The foam would just. The race blocks, in case you're wondering, they're made out of a very dense foam. Believe it or not, they're not plastic. They're not metal. They're a very, very dense foam. They're really light. So maybe that alone, without what you're talking about, one would do the trick. But I have been clocking the tires occasionally. Yo, what's happening? Robert made it. Cool. What's going on, Robert?
Oh, he came in from the pool. I'm jealous. I wish we still had it.
We used to have a pool. Yeah, but remember that one year we didn't even. It was so hot. We didn't even use it at the end. It was like it was more comfortable sitting in the AC.
Chris.
Yo, Chris, my Jersey friend. What's happening, brother? Oh, man. Oh, man, it would be like 95, 98 degrees, and then the pool water would be like 91, 92, like soup. And then you sit, or you could sit in the soupy water, or you could sit in the in the air conditioning. Kim usually back then you would keep it right around 69, 70 degrees. She cranked it.
Speed shop.
What?
Speed shop.
No, Dan made it. That's all right, man. How you been, dude?
The world traveler's here.
Yeah. Yo, man, I was just checked out yesterday. I was not a day late, but a few hours late checking out the buff job you did on the convertible or the Roadster. Technically, it's a Roadster till you put the drop top on. Good job. All I could think was Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off.
Don't tell that to Shopcat, QB. He does tractor videos all the time. Country boy.
Yo, Country Boy Gas Garage made it. What's going on, Jason? Thanks for coming in, man.
Oh yeah, you spend enough time in the States, Dan. You are an honorary American now.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yo, Dawn, I've been researching about how these guys are doing these floors on these convertibles, and I heard the only thing you really got to I'd weld the doors. I heard that the only thing you really got to watch is you got to watch that the dash and the what do they call those, the A-pillars or whatever. They have a tendency to want to roll if it's not properly braced. Some food for thought. I'm excited for you, man. I was like, I wish we were neighbors. I'd be right over helping you.
Thanks, Tony. I can watch the comments.
Yeah, she's keeping an eye out on things for me. I can't. We got the TV up there. She said you gotta have it on the TV, and she hasn't even looked at it. I even had my son come over and get it turned on. I'm going to turn the computer around in a couple minutes.
Kevin.
I'm going to turn the computer around in a couple minutes and show you that I'm not a complete lackey. We have been working on the car. It looks like a spaghetti noodles in there, but we have been working on it. I really do want to show you guys this carburetor bracket I got it off of Amazon, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to use it or not yet because
you guys are too nice.
I've already had the front bracket that holds the cable machined once. I got the one piece here. Let me show you the one piece. This is what I'm talking about. Except this one's for like those new Chevy, or I guess any kind of, you know how the throttle cable clips in, the plastic cable clips in on these. Well, they give you one for the older style, I guess, for the what I'm using, the cable with the nut that you can adjust, but it was on a slant like this, and it was real thick. So I already had my buddy machine it out. But what's happening now, and I just figured it out, was, I got the cable bolted in right here, but when you go to full throttle, the cable's pointing down and it binds up. So I'm going to have the front machine down so I can slide the cable bolt down some. I'm going to try that. If that don't work, I guess I'm going to have to get a different bracket. But I really like this bracket. It's so clean and neat.
Congratulations, Half-Fast. You got 1,000 subs.
Oh man, half-fast garage, right? Half-fast or half-fast. Congratulations, half-fast. That's outstanding. Anybody that's not subscribed to his channel, I urge you to go over and check it out when we're done here. Hey, Forsaken Steel made it, man. Cool. That's all right, dude. I was just watching. It was like 11:30 last night, and I was watching. I'm like 2 videos behind on your Camaro. I was just watching you take it out on its maiden voyage. I apologize for being late. There you go. Kim flashed the badge. But congratulations on getting her rolling. I'm catching up. I am catching up, my friend. And just a little bit behind. Dude, I haven't had time to make videos, and I'm trying my best to watch everybody's videos. Oh, 77 Buick with a 455. If we're not using this TV, should I just unplug it?
Probably.
Let me see.
No, don't touch him.
No. I got this taped in. Listen, if I lose you guys, I'll come right back. I promise. There we go. We didn't lose nothing. That was for the that's for the TV. But I have the cable plugged in. Let me go turn the light on. I got to show you guys this bracket. You'll appreciate this, Dan.
So, Forsaken, I use your cactus lamp all the time in my office. I love that thing. For once, Robbie, he didn't unplug everything.
No. Look, hon, look what I did. I got it taped. I actually got it taped in there so I can walk over there, and I just turned the light on. I want to show you guys a couple things on the car. And you
Robbie, it's all gone. It went away.
What is it?
My henna tattoo.
Oh, her henna tattoo. It's gone. All right, we're going to make the attempt. If we lose you guys, I will bring you back. No. Just drop that on the floor, would you? All right. The first thing I'm going to do is turn it around, show you guys inside the car. You can see we are getting the wiring harness in. All right. Look how beautiful that floor is. I'm telling you guys, that Rhino liner, Raptor liner, that's the ticket. All right. Now, this is what I've been I keep telling you guys for like 2 weeks about this throttle bracket I got. It's really neat. You guys can see that. It's flat. It bolts right in here. But see this front brace right here? My buddy, it was on a slant. It was real fat. My buddy milled it out for me so it went straight. But when you get into the throttle full way, by the time the throttle's all the way over, this thing's pointing down and it's binding up. And the other problem I'm having with it, these return springs, notice there's 0 on them right now. But man, they are super, super tight. So I'm going to have to stretch them out, or I'm going to have to get a different set of springs for it. But I like how neat it is, and it keeps everything in line. It's like so. All right, but that's it. So you guys can visualize what I'm talking about. And what I'm going to get my buddy to do is mill this into a slot now, so that I can drop this down some and see if it works. And if it works, great. Maybe I'll make one with it further down when I find the happy spot for it. Or I won't be able to use it, and that'll be that.
So Bobby says that he wants 4.
And there's our sad Nova sitting out there waiting its turn. See that? I taped. I did good. I taped it up so we didn't get disconnected this time. So you guys can congratulate me a little bit there. So yeah, but that's just to let you know that we are working on the car in bits and pieces. I'm on a sabbatical, and nobody's more up in the feathered up about it than me. But I got to get this stuff done, and it's going to pay off in the long run for my entire family. So it's got to come first right now. But the car is first as soon as this stuff's done for a couple months.
I don't know what turning on a green light means, Juan. So it's a double pumper. It's a Demon double pumper. I'd have to look it up, Don. I'm thinking, gosh, it came with the motor. It's a Demon. I got to get the number off of it, but it's big. It's very, very big. I know. I think it's like it's like a 1,000 or something, like 1,100 maybe. I don't know. It's between 8. It's over 800. I could tell you that CFMs. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's big. I don't know if you heard this engine run, but the whole thing's rowdy. I don't know anything about the build. I just bought it off a guy and dropped it off at an engine shop and had the guy look at it. Make sure everything was all right before I bolted it in, because I didn't want to fool with it once it was bolted in. I didn't want to deal with a bunch of knocks and stuff like that. I'd rather fight little stuff like this. I'm trying to make the throttle linkage just so. The biggest problem I'm having, and I'll show you in the video when I finally get around to making one, is the valve cover is right in the way. I can bring the computer back over and show you guys. I actually, and you'd think it was all gnarled up and terrible. I drilled 3 different holes trying to find that perfect angle. There ain't one. The head and the valve cover are in the way no matter where you go. And I put those plug covers in there. You can't even tell that I drilled the holes. But, you know, I'm thinking about making a tube. Similar. Here, let me show you. Nothing is an easy build, Dan.
So you guys, guys like Dan and Dawn and hey, Hubie, and you guys all know how and some of you other folks that are just motorheads and stuff, you know how the old Tri-5s, the linkage is just a rod that went through the firewall, and it was like a Z shaped, and that's how the pedal worked. Well, this billet pedal that I bought, this is the flange piece where the linkage would go through. But that billet pedal I bought, it's facing too far down. Phil, I don't know if Phil's watching or not. Phil knows exactly what I'm talking about. He's already suggested we heat it up and we bend it a little bit. That's another problem I'm having. So, you know, the cable S-ing right at the head, and then that up at the top end, it's pointing down when it's in full throttle. Those are the binding issues I'm having right now. But I'm thinking about making a tube similar to this, except out of like stainless steel that has like a 1/8-inch tube opening so that I can feed the cable through and get it around the bend nice and smooth instead of this sharp with the cable. I even bought a new cable just in case. They're like $20. So in case I botch, like I was telling you last week, in case I botch it up, I got a whole nother cable here, a little shorter. And I already broke. I'm already going to have to steal the one piece of this. I already broke the one little tab from over rotating. I already broke the one little tab on the ball, you know, the little ball and socket. So at a minimum, I'm stealing that already. But it is what it is. That's the kind of stuff I find it's fun to work out. Uh-oh, Kim's telling me I'm a little late on the giveaway, so let's get to that. And then I want to get back to this. All right, so we're just going to do stickers this week. We did a T-shirt last week. Maybe in a couple more weeks, we'll do another T-shirt, but we're going to do a sticker this week. We're going to do the Fill the Bucket and the BW Garage Peel Clear. We got to get some new stickers.
I know we need some new stickers.
All right.
We need some new products.
Yeah, we need some new product. All right, let's see what we got here. All right. There you go, hon. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay. I need a number between 1 and 30. 1 and 30 for these luxurious stickers. Go. Yeah, see, it always does it like that. It comes in real fast, and then it'll go real slow, then it'll come in real fast.
Come on, Henry. You should have these numbers down by now.
There it is.
Jerry.
Jer won. What's going on? Hey, Jer, I didn't get to say hello to you. Jer's the guy I got those rims off of, those radar rims.
Okay.
Jer, I don't know. I think, do I have your address? Well, I drove to your house. It's got to be in my GPS. But there you go, buddy. I'm going to send them over to you. Congratulations, Jer. All right. Onward and upward. So anyway, you guys know the Z bar, like I was telling you, for the old throttle linkage, it used to just be rods, and it goes through this thing. Well, I had initially, I modified this. If you can see that, if you could just imagine, this tube used to be this long. I cut it down, right, and I bolted the cable to it and just kind of fed the cable up that way because I wasn't going to use this, just to see what it did. And I think that would work really good, but then I'd have to find a way to bolt that billet pedal in. Now they gave me these plastic washers that are fatter on one side and thin on the other side. I think there's a way, because if you imagine the billet pedal I got, it has a flange on it like this with the rod coming through, and it bolts right on where this used to go. But I'm wondering if I could bolt it to the floor or the firewall on that side. I don't know. I'm still fooling with it. It's going to be neat and tidy when it's done, though. See, that's the thing for me. It's like a lot of guys like cruising around and stuff. I like tinkering around with stuff like this. That's what I like to do. All right, that's what's going on with that. and I'll get that mystery solved. It's like I could. That's little tiny things I can peck at while I'm getting these houses done. Is I can come out here now. I already know I'm gonna take that piece I had machined off back in and have my buddy machine it a little bit more. Can't ruin it. Can always make another one. That's what's nice about having guys with great machine shop skills. I got limited skills. My brother-in-law is a first-class machinist. I could just get it to him and tell him what I want. He can make me the exact thing that I want. But I also have a couple buddies at the shop, to help me out. Where's this now, hon?
Judy said anyone ordered any radar-tied press slips under their scope.
You can get tires. Radar is right over here in New Jersey. You can still get tires, I believe, with the big white walls. They're like 4-inch white walls on them, but you could turn them in if you don't want the white walls. I think you can get a better deal through Coker Tires makes them, the cheater slicks. But I think when I get this thing done, and if I decide I want to go play around a little bit, I'm gonna get the old school cheater slicks, but I'm just gonna get Steelies on the back for that. These are my street tires that are on this thing now. But I'll get a set. But like I told you guys before, I'm not a race car driver. I'd rather do what I just watched all you guys. What I watched Dan and Left 4 Dead and Vice Grip and all you guys do. I'd rather do that. Go ride around with everybody and do a tour. This maybe not in this. It's going to ride like a stagecoach, but maybe an Nova or something else, But I'm not. This is just for fun. If I go to the track, it's just going to be just for fun, I'll run my mouth, but I don't care if I win or lose. The running my mouth part's what's fun. It ticked somebody off, I guess. I will have condolence cards in the glove compartment on the outside chance I win. Really cheese them off, hand them a condolence card. Sorry for your recent loss. That's how that brain works. Come home with a black eye. Okay. What's it? Wrench, pipe wrench, hacksaw. What's it? What?
He was making fun of the Flyers earlier.
You know, reverse steelies are pretty cool. Phil was actually going to try to do it like the old schoolers used to do, where they drill them out and flip them around. But it never came to fruition. I give them the old rims off the rear of this thing, because I give the rear to the glass man, and Phil wanted the rims, so I gave Phil the rims. But I don't know. I'd get something with the same back spacing as this. I think they're 3.5 or 4.5. I'd have to get in there and measure. I can't even remember anymore. That's the one receipt too I can't find is for my rear tire rims and tires for the rear. I have no idea. I'm wondering if they even came in a box. I got them for the front. They came the same day as the front. I still have the picture of the rims, both set of rims, sitting in my living room, and she's like, "Get them the hell out of my house." But I can't find the rear rims and tires receipt. I am going to do it, Dan. I told him next year I might even carry a week's vacation over, so I have 6 weeks vacation instead of 5, just so I can plan for something like that. My hope is it runs down through here, because if it does and you're pulling, you can, like you did at Tony's, you could park your stuff here. I don't care.
Dan, are you having a live tomorrow night? Talk about it.
Well, he already did not last week. The week before they had the live. I didn't. I was there. I forget. I think you were at your mom's. No problem, dude. Hopefully by then I'll be begging my son to put this in his. Well, by then we'll probably have a bigger place with a bigger garage. Who knows? If not, I'll be begging my son for his garage to store this while I'm doing something else in here, because this will be done. I don't have somebody with a. Plus, I wouldn't put this outside. Maybe the next one. I'm not going to be so on the next one. I think the next one I'm just going to. The Nova, I'm patching the floor in. The old BW would have been cutting it out, the whole floor. No, I'm just throwing patches in that. I got to get back on that too, but oh well. I want to finish up on this. I told you that one day, just something in my brain broke. I was pushing the welder out to do the patch on the passenger floor on the Nova, and I was looking at the 55 as I'm pushing the welder past, and I just put the welder back and I started passing with the 55. But I like doing that. I like it that way. There's not going to be no electric car, man. What they did to Project X is blasphemy. There's not going to be no electric car here. I guess, I mean, if you did one from scratch, they say the torque on those things is insane, but I mean, it's not the same thing. Something like that, dude. Something like that. I'm learning on this one, man. It's like the only thing I have is some weld skills, I guess you could say. And I like to try to figure stuff out, man. I mean, I love watching your show. I like watching Dawn's show and everybody. I pick up all kinds of stuff off you guys just watching, But I feel like, on some stuff I have stuff to offer, It's like, I'm still so mad at myself. I've told you guys 1,000 times before I was smart enough to video it, when I had this thing lifted up in the air and I cut the floor out and put the new floor in. I got a ton of pictures, but I ain't got no video. The hardest part was taking the inside quarters out. It's a mystery up in there, man. Right at behind the back window where the outside quarter, inside quarter, and package tray are all sandwiched together. And getting to those spot welds was fun. Good times. But I'd do it again though, because I love looking in there now, and it's like all brand new metal. There's no rust. There's nothing. It's just all new metal. And that's, like I said, this will be my little showpiece. The Nova, it's like I said, I'm just patching the stuff together. The sail on the, you know, I told her, I said, the guy put a brand new headliner in that thing, and I got to take it out because that sail on the driver's side, you can I bet you I could poke my finger through it, and I know. Up there on the front part of the window, I know that he got mud there. If you take that off, I guarantee there's just a big rust hole there. So I knew it when I got it, so it is what it is. Yeah. GM just came out with the first one half-assed on the electric upgrades. Very expensive.
Oh, Kevin, you're not old.
I heard every day, Kevin, I just keep doing it. I don't care. You know, like even working anymore. I used to be able to work, no problem, 16, 17 hours, come home, stay up a couple hours, and then go to bed for 3 hours and go back to work. I can't do it no more. And it's not that I can stand the pain. I got a pretty good pain threshold. It's stiff. I can't. Did you hear what Dr. Bruno said when I left that stuff in my eye all weekend? She said to her kids, she goes, "That's a tough guy." I had a big speck in my eye the whole weekend, and I didn't complain or nothing. I get there, she goes, "How in the hell did you go the whole weekend without going to the hospital to get?" It was a piece of metal.
That's nice of you to say, Harry.
And her kids were there, and she pointed at her kids, said, "That's a tough guy right there." Made me feel big. I don't know if it's true or not, but our eye doctor is the best. She's pulled stuff out of my eye at least 3 times. And it's to the point now where who in here has their eye doctor's cell phone number in their wallet? I got my eye doctor's in my wallet. It's the only other woman's phone number I got. And Kim's okay with it because she's so cool. So I got a woman's phone number in my wallet, but it's my eye doctor.
Dan wants to know if you got a lollipop.
Nah, no lollipops, no lollipops. Oh, but she's cool. She's really cool. But it's like after when she pulled it out that last time, she goes, "Don't you ever do that again." And she wrote her cell phone number down, and I put it in my wallet. And I come home, I was bragging to Kim, I got a strange woman's phone number in my wallet. No, they didn't have to drill it out, but she had a heck of a time getting it out. Some of it disintegrated. I know there was a piece of metal, but I think it was also a piece of grinder material.
Hey, Brian K.
And you know what it is? I had my safety glasses on, but they were let down like this. I was looking like this. That ain't no good. You got to have them up tight for them to work, guys. They slid down. And you know what job I was doing? I was taking the package tray out. When that happened, I was taking the package tray out of this. You know, there was nothing wrong with that package tray. The only thing wrong with it, it was welded. It was 2 different package trays welded together from the quartered car, and I did not want that in my car.
That sounds gross. Robin, that sounds really gross and painful.
Fun times. Yeah. You know what I used to have happen to me all the time, Robbie, when I was in the Navy? How many times was I flash burned? Oh, man. The one time I was completely blind for 3 days. And, you know, you're young and you're stupid. But you know what it was? It was the Navy guys, too. It was we were on a guided missile cruiser. And, the bottoms of those ships are steel, but the superstructures, the top, are aluminum. And they had us, you know, how do I explain this? These giant ships, man, they can do crazy stuff with them. So they'll start drifting backwards. And if they slam into the throttle, they make a rooster tail like you wouldn't believe. It ain't no speedboat rooster tail. This is a guided missile cruiser. And back in the day, today they're almost obsolete, but back in the day, they were the stuff when I was in the service. And, they're almost like the equivalent of a popping a wheelie on a racetrack drag strip. And what would happen is the aluminum superstructures would get a bunch of cracks in them, and they'd have all us stupid welders up there chasing the cracks, drilling and grinding to stop the cracks. But there'd be three of us in one room with three different MiG guns. So the arc flashes were ricocheting off the walls and coming inside our masks from behind, and my eyes got cooked. I'll never forget it. I woke up in agony, and Kim had to put me in the car, and she took me to Oakland's hospital where my son was born, NAS Hospital in Oakland, California. And I'll never forget.
Good night, Floyd. Have a good dinner.
All right, Floyd, have a good dinner, man. Thanks for coming in. And I'll never forget the second they put the eye numbing things in there so they could check. They don't do that for your comfort. They do that so they could check your eyes because you can't keep them open. The second they did that, the relief I had was, but completely blind for over 3 days. I had to have the big gauze things on my face. Terrible experience. I don't recommend it.
Hey, caveman.
Yo, what's going on, Dennis? Thanks for coming in, dude. Another thing that happened to me when I was in the service. Now, we were in Northern California, right on the bay. And
Desert rat.
Yo, Mike made it. What's going on, Mike? Thanks for coming in. And the wind in the wintertime. Now, there's not snow out there, not usually, but the wind coming in, that's coldest place in the world because that's it, right on the Pacific, right at the bay, right where the San Francisco Bay. And they had my simple, now remember, I'm 21 years old. And they beat on you in the service, man. They use you. I had all this MiG gear strapped on me, one of them old Miller MiG guns on the USS Lincoln aircraft carrier, climbing to the top on one of those ladders. I don't know, what are those ladders called with the little clicks on them where you put the vest on and click, click, click. You could only go like 3 clicks at a time, all the way to the top of the superstructure to weld one little aluminum stud at the top so that they could bolt their cable to it. By the time I made it up there, did my one little zap and came down with the wind and everything was going on, I had windburn. Anybody ever get windburn? Oh, it's worse than sunburn. It's like the skin was coming off the tops of my ears. Maybe that's why I lost all my hair. Maybe I got something going on there from that too. But you got all of this gear you're carrying up there. You have to have a weld you just for one little zap. Because those stud guns they sell are crap. They don't work. Not in the service. Back in 1990, they didn't work. Maybe they're better now. Oh, yeah. Chris said he just had oil in his eyes. That ain't no fun. Yeah, windburn, Torp, is the worst, ain't it, man? I had it right on the tops of my ears. I'll never forget that pain. It was terrible.
You bought some bifocal safety glasses. That's pretty cool.
I see up close really well. I can't. That's why you'll see me put my glasses on and off. But far away, I can't see nothing. I mean, but up close, it's like from here to here, it's like 20/20. I don't need glasses to read or anything. But man, whenever it's over there, so.
We got one burn once.
On your knees, Howie. Rug burn ain't no fun either. Well, yeah, rug burn's fun getting. It ain't fun having. I think we all had rug burn. That's pretty good. All right, we'll get something. Hey, it's kind of late, but I guess, hey, eat up, brother. Thanks for stopping in, man. Hey, Brian, what's up, man? I don't think I said hello to you yet.
Oh my gosh. There's Aikensteel Road, 600 miles in the back of a pickup.
Oh, man. That ain't no fun, man. Windburn sucks. And I've had some of the worst sunburn. Remember, I was in Guam, a couple clicks right off the equator. They'd actually write you up. So you had to tough it out. If you got a sunburn in Guam, you'd actually get rid up. You'd get like a shit. You'd have to stay on the boat for a week or something. They'd get, because you're supposed to put all this shit on. Oh, excuse me, all the lotions on you to protect you. Because man, you're fair skinned like me. You're in the sun for 5-10 minutes in Guam. You're beet red, not just red, beet red. So you had to put all kinds of stuff on. And if you did get sunburn, you had to tough it out because you didn't want to report it. Just learn your lesson for next time. I'm sure at some man, I've been very, very rude about the drinks tonight. I apologize. Sip up. Although Josh and Country Boy were here with their little icons, so if you see the icons, you can drink too. Mine's empty. That's all there is. And the fridge ain't right here; it's downstairs. Guam's cool, man. But I'll tell you this about if you're driving in Guam, and it's even the slightest sprinkle of rain, do not speed. You'll go into a helicopter spin. They use crushed shell.
Happy birthday, Lonnie.
Hey, Lonnie, happy birthday, man.
You'll be 65 tomorrow.
Happy birthday, buddy. They use crushed shell inside the asphalt. And even the slightest bit of rain, I mean, you use what you got, and that's what they have there. Man, that you right around. It's like driving on ice. It's 95 degrees raining. It's like driving on ice in Guam, and that's not even exaggerating. We did pretty good tonight. We didn't do too bad, huh?
Everybody, the gang is all here.
Yeah, it's like we got everybody in here.
It's nice. I like Friday nights to see everyone.
Yeah. Well, we got approximately 3. We do 1 hour. We don't want to overdo it or overstay our welcome. And we're at 57 minutes. So I'm going to use the last minute and a half to tell you guys how much I appreciate you. Mike, Henry, Lonnie, Brian, Howie, Dan, Hubie, one, as always, Henry, Kevin L., my man, Robbie, Tony, all you guys, Christina, Floyd, Paul White, all you guys, show up every week and hang out with us. Shaky. And it's like, we really appreciate it, man. It's like, makes my whole week. I did nothing but work the last 2 weeks, but on Fridays, you guys Artelis is here. You guys get to hang out with us. Half-fast, I appreciate you starting to hang out with us. Mark at Hedgeville, West Virginia. Don, as always. All you guys are awesome, man. And like I said, promote each other, help each other out. Go check everybody's channels out. We're going to go check out Half-Fast. We're going to check out Drag Nuts. John Paul's new channel, Drag Nuts. So I suggest everybody do it. Let's support each other, help each other out. Yeah, I know. It's getting a little whiskey.
Thanks,
Whiskey.
Deseret.
Chris, my man.
Hey.
Howie Mook, Harry, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the updates on the car. All you guys, you make my week a little bit better, man. And Mr. B. Grady, Spray Bomb, all you guys, man. I really appreciate all your support and everything like that. Yeah, Drag Nuts. We're going to have to go up one. I'm going to as soon as the live's over, I have to go in and allow all comments, and then it takes about 14 hours. So if I forget, I'll watch it tomorrow. But that's John Paul's channel. We got to check it out. We got to support. Kim's looking for it right now. Brian, what's going on? Like I said, yeah, Torp. Big job for Ron. I really appreciate you. Forsaken Steel. All these guys got channels, and you guys support each other. Check them out. If this guy checks out yours, check out his. If he mentions yours, mention his. Man, that's what it's all about. This is a good community we got going right here. Now let's keep it going. Josh, as always, my friend. Daniel. I appreciate all you. Hubie, Torp. All right. I want everybody to be safe. Have fun this weekend, but
Bye,
not
everyone.
too much fun. enjoy your house, enjoy your car, enjoy your family, whatever you like doing. Do it and do it well. All right. So until next week, I want everybody to take care. Take care, everybody.
Bye.